Welcome to a typical day in my life as an electrical and computer engineering student. The very first thing that I do is I get dressed and then I obviously make my bed. Then I go on to open up the blinds. I do this every morning. I like the light to come into my room, sunshine or not. And then I make my way downstairs into the kitchen. I make my pre-prepped smoothie that I prepped the night before. It just makes my mornings easier. Today I'm having a green smoothie. I usually make berry smoothies. Oh my god, I love those. But I also really love these green smoothies that I make. Let me know if you want a recipe. I also make an omelet today. I was really feeling omelets. Usually I make plain eggs, but the night before I put in the extra effort to prepare this omelet. Then I forgot to film this, but I had an appointment in the morning. I went there really quickly, and then I get to university finally, make my way over to the parking kiosk and pay, the ridiculous parking fees that students have to pay at U of C. I once again walk a incredulous amount to the library. These elevators are the absolute death of me. They ask any U of C student, they'll know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I finally get to the 6th floor. This is my floor. You are going to find me here. If you're going to find me anywhere, here is where you're going to find me. I set up my desk really quickly and then I get right to work because there was a lot to get done this day. So the first thing that I work on is actually YouTube stuff. There's a video that I was just trying to edit for the longest time and wasn't able to fit it in. So this morning I just committed and I said, okay, I am editing this video this morning. I was editing the embroidery video I posted before this video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It was 11 a.m. about by this time, and I was so excited to pack up a few of my things, namely my laptop. I left the rest of my stuff here because I was going to be back to go, drum roll please, to go swimming. I've recently started going to the university swimming pool, and it is honestly amazing. I love the swimming pool at my university. So you can see me walking there and then getting my wristband, changing, and then coming out again because I obviously couldn't film in the swimming pool. But yes, I had an absolutely phenomenal time. I love this pool and I am going to go so many more times before I graduate. At this point, I am absolutely ravenous. So I head back to the library, forgot to film my actual lunch, but I had my green smoothie and my omelet. Then I get right back into working. So I had a bunch of capstone stuff, admin related capstone stuff to do. So I get that done first, and then I review one of my assignments for my computer architecture course that just came out. That course has got me up in knots. So I just wanted to review it, understand what does the workload look like. After doing that, I start packing up all my things because I need to head up to a capstone meeting, in fact. So I'm just gonna pack up all my things, go out back into the cold, walk all the way to the engineering building and have my meeting. Now, you might have guessed it, I forgot to film my meeting. That ran for about an hour, so 2 to 3, and then I head over to my databases lecture. I'm really enjoying this class, super interesting. The prof is I personally really like. So once I finish with that class, I then move on to my online lecture for my technology and society class. This is a mandatory cost option for engineering majors. So I take that, look outside a little bit because, makes things a bit more interesting. And then I have this really yummy yam snack that I also prepped the night before. Then after my lecture's over, I pack everything up. This is about 5 p.m. and I head over to the debate club. So I've recently joined the debate club. I'm really enjoying myself. I mean, just hear this. Just hear the heckling. Like I said, the energy is great. Then I head over to my entrepreneurship class at 6 p.m. So that's one of the tech electives that I'm taking. Now, I thought I was going to be here till 7 p.m., but it was just a work period and half of my team wasn't there. So we just split up the work accordingly and called it a day. So I got to leave actually earlier at about 6:30. So I head home, have some delicious dinner. It's a classic South Asian dinner. Then I rest for a little bit in bed because I am absolutely exhausted. I have something unexpected come up that I need to go out and do. Yes, I'm being vague on purpose because I'm not going to talk about it on here yet. But then I get back at around 8:30 to 9ish and I sit down to do more work. I wrote some documentation for my capstone project because every developer knows that you need to write a documentation right away, otherwise you forget. I reviewed an assignment for my databases course, and then just do some miscellaneous stuff like plan for the next day and so on and so forth. Here is kind of where my workday ends, and then I move on to doing physio and nighttime stuff, so on and so forth. So this is where I'm going to conclude the video. I do want to note, however, that my days are not always so jam-packed with just moving around and doing different things. Some days of the week I have more time to just sit in the library for about like 6 hours and just get work done. So there's definitely a variety to my days. This is definitely one of the busier days that I've had. So keep that in mind. But yes, thank you for watching a typical day in the life of an engineering student. Now you know what I'm going to say? Until next time.